Another District 12 5A game here on tap at Northeast Stadium tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tony Brubaker along with Brian Hill as we bring you the Smithson Valley Rangers and the MacArthur Brahmas. Two teams on opposite sides of the standings for sure. The Rangers in first with a 5-1 record overall, 3-0 in district play. MacArthur is 1-5 overall and 0-3 in district play. But it should be a good game, at least early on.
Yeah, I mean, MacArthur, even though their record doesn't necessarily show it, they're a well-coached football team. Coach Hurst and his staff do a great job, and they're going to play hard. And so it's no one to be taken lightly whatsoever. But, we got a great night of football here. Hero Stadium's one of the best venues here in the San Antonio area. Great stadium and a good environment. Good night for football.
It is a good night for football. Our crowd a little on the light side. The traveling Rangers total a little over 150. The homestanding Brahmas probably maybe a little bit more than that. Both bands here, and they'll make noise, and might be most of the noise you hear tonight in the background are the bands. Again, because the crowd is light, but it is a beautiful night. It is, well, still in the mid 80s, but quite a good breeze out of the south. And the Brahmas won the coin toss. They chose to defer, so they'll kick off to the Rangers here as we're about ready to get underway.
Yeah, MacArthur kicking with the wind. Pretty good breeze at their back, and so you'd expect this ball to carry to one of our deep guys, either Kyler or Braden. And as we know, both of them are very explosive and can make anything happen. Kyler returning the opening kickoff last week. We saw that, and Braden does it as well.
And the kick by Pierce hits off a Ranger, and then there's a scramble for it. And I'm not so sure that the Brahmas didn't fall on it, and I believe they did.
I don't necessarily know if that was designed. It was obviously designed to be a squib line drive kick to keep it out of Clark and Bafidis' hands. Whether or not he actually aimed for our front line guy, I don't know if he did. Kudos to him. That was a heck of an aim, but kind of caught our front guy by surprise and bounced off of him. And MacArthur, here we go. Got an extra possession, and they're getting the ball at the 50-yard line with some energy.
It's all about being alert, and mistake or not, they get the rebound, and here they are. 1st and 10 from the 50. Michael Murrock is the quarterback. Motion by Cornwell, a handoff up the middle, and that could be the young man, sophomore Joshua Speed.
And brought a little wide receiver orbit motion behind the quarterback, and don't know whether or not it was an option for the quarterback to pull it and use him as the option, but he left it with the running back. And pretty substantial gain against the Ranger defense that hadn't given up a point in the last 2 weeks, and is obviously a very strong focal point of this team is their defense. And good gain on first down for MacArthur.
6 weeks into the season, the Rangers giving up just over 7.5 points a game. Motion again the sophomore Speed. This time he's gobbled up with basically at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, similar type play. Don't know if it was the exact same blocking up front, but brought the wide receiver in orbit motion. Quarterback left it with the receiver again, or with the running back again. This time the Ranger defense was there and bring up the first third down of the game. 3rd and 3. You would expect Mac to maybe even go for it if they don't get it here.
Joshua Speed, a sophomore, picks up about 5 yards a carry. Nobody has really great numbers on offense. Murrock has thrown for 520 yards. But again, in 6 games, and there's a bad snap picked up by Speed. He wants to scramble, but tripped up. Good job on the defense that time to come up and get him. That was
Dudzikowski.
Dudzikowski.
Kind of a busted play there. Bad snap, ball's on the ground, and you think sometimes when that happens, it ends up turning into a good play for the offense because everyone's scrambling around. Great job by Dudzikowski coming and getting an ankle tackle there. And just like what we thought, Mac's going to go for it on 4th down here.
Speed was Johnny on the spot after Murrock couldn't handle the low snap. Picked it up, and if it wasn't for Dudzikowski, he might have gotten the first down. But it is 4th and 4 from the Rangers' 44. Trips to the far side. Now Speed in motion. Murrock wants to throw, nothing there. He wants to scramble, and he's going to get a first down as he falls forward, even though it was a good tackle on the play. as the Rangers filled it with Weston Ross had first contact, but first down yardage on the 5-yard run.
Yeah, and Mac motioned their running back out of the backfield and went to an empty set. So anytime you do that, you've got to obviously spread out your defense, and you always got to be alert for the quarterback run when your defense is that spread out. Good job by Maroc there, not seeing anybody. Good coverage downfield and scrambling and picking up a big first down for him.
So 1st and 10 from the 39. Again, the Ranger defense has been the bell cow for several weeks. 2 shutouts in a row over Canyon and Lehman. Hand off to Speed, but he's gobbled up by the defensive line and linebackers. Good job by Richard to have good contact along with David Goss. I'll give him a gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9. Everybody on the offensive backfield looking to the sideline for the play call. Play clock really hasn't come into play much. It goes under 20 now as they finally see something, get something that they think is the call. Maroc goes back to his offensive line. Now again, trips to the far side and a halfback there too. They're going to throw it to Speed with some blocking on the side. Good help, good coverage. Good job on a rundown that time. Gavin Woods got there first. Not much of a gain. In fact, they might have lost a half a yard. The ball will be spotted at the 39 where it's now 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, great play. Typically you don't see a Mike linebacker having the lateral speed to be able to go run down a swing pass, but that's exactly what Gavin Woods did, and then also a good job of Jackson Duffy coming from his corner spot to finish it off there, like you said, for a loss of yardage. And again, 3rd and long, but again, you'd imagine it'd be 4 down territory. It was, you know, they went for it on 4th down, obviously a couple plays ago. And so if you're Mac, you're thinking, let's at least cut this in half and make it a 4th and manageable if we can't pick up the first down.
We've played a little over 4 minutes. 3rd and 10. Maroc back to pass. 5 receivers in motion. He scrambles to the left. Now comes near the sideline, tries to flip it, and it's almost picked off. Good hustle on the play by Gingrich, who had a chance to get it in his hands, but the little push pass wasn't even close enough to him, so it's 4th down.
Got a penalty by the line judge up top, and it was a late one, which makes you think maybe either a legal man downfield or an illegal formation on the offense. Not quite sure. If it was going to be on the defense, you'd think it happened over here by where the play was going on. It was the far side line judge. So
our referee, Mr. Elizani, might want to give us a signal. Here he goes. Oh, was he across the line of scrimmage? I don't think his whole body was across the line of scrimmage. I thought he got right on top of the line when he pushed it, but
yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't. That's not one of the things that I was thinking was a possibility there, but that's again 4th and long here. Got to go for it. I mean, you're in plus territory, too long for a field goal, and so they're going to go for it here on 4th and 15.
4th and 15. One setback beside Maroc. It is Speed. Joshua Speed. 2 receivers either side. One of them is his brother Joseph Speed. Now Mac wants to call a timeout. 7.5 minutes to go in the opening period. No score. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
Fisher's Neighborhood Market is the only stop you need before and after game time. Get everything you need, plus a whole lot of things, well, you just want. Fisher's Neighborhood Market. Food, fuel, fun.
Family time, anytime. Always worth every dime. On our way to Chicken E. Unbelievable sweet tea. Express tenders, they're the best. Not to mention all the rest. Chicken E's the place to go for all of us in the know. Plenty of size to make a meal. Chicken E is for real. Follow me to Chicken E. Gotta have their sweet tea.
And we're back, and Mac has decided they'll punt. Their punter is their quarterback, Maroc. Averages about 27 yards a kick. Snap's a good one. And his kick will be carried with the wind at his back into the end zone, so the Rangers will have it 1st and 10 from the 20. And the offense will have a chance, even though we received the opening kickoff. It was not handled. And they did allow Mac to get 1 first down, but no more, and then the punt brings it back to the 20. Standings in District 12 5A look like this. Smithson Valley and Seguin both 3-0 in district play. Hayes, Wagner, and Canyon are all 2-1. And then Lehman, Champion, and MacArthur are all 0-3 in district play. So right now the Rangers, and they play Seguin in the final game of the season. That might be for the district crown. So the Rangers will bring it out. 1st and 10 from the 20. Little razzle dazzle. The Fetus gets it on a little, I don't know, a half back around. Anyway, he'll get about 5 yards. There is a penalty flag.
Yeah, their offense is always going to try to find a way to get the ball in Bafidis' hand and be creative with how they do it. And to them, that's kind of similar blocking to the reverse, except they line them up in the backfield and then kind of move them out and then come back around. And so they're always going to try to find creative ways to get Bafidis the ball.
And it is a personal foul face masking on that run, so it goes from a 5-yard run to a 20-yard play as the ball will go all the way to the 30-yard or 40-yard line, pardon me, and it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Rangers. Rangers working on a 5-1 record overall. As I mentioned, 3-0 in district play as they head south on this north-south field. They're at the 40-yard line. A couple of tight ends, one on either side now. 2 receivers broke to the far side. And they'll give a handoff to Lance, and he always runs with a lot of effort. This time bumped at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for about 4 yards. Nice play on that play. Looked like Anthony Cantu got the biggest part of the hit.
Yeah, a little what we call, GE or, usually guard tackle pull. That time it was a guard and tight end pull. Mason Birch was the second puller there and was able to get a pretty good gain on 1st down. Something we haven't really seen. Usually it's the GT, but you get the tight end involved here.
We'll fake it to Lance. Look down the field. There's an open receiver. There's a catch. And he gets a block, and into the end zone he goes.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call an illegal block. So the touchdown won't carry, but a great throw by Chase Sinelick.
Yeah, it was really good hustle.
Is that Bafidis? I still haven't seen the number.
No, TJ caught it.
Okay.
TJ caught it, and then Kyler did a really good job sprinting over there to try to get a block for his buddy.
I thought it was shoulder to shoulder. Is that not legal?
It was, but they see a guy fall on his stomach, and so they're gonna throw it.
Okay. So from the 13, it should go back to the 28, I believe. Or is it just 10? Nope, it's 15. Our umpire.
Yeah, somehow there was a busted coverage there. TJ was wide open, almost like the corner played a trap two, but the safety didn't get over the top, and so TJ was wide open, and those are the scariest throws for a quarterback when they're that wide open. Don't screw this up. Don't screw this up. So
too much air, not enough air.
Chase kind of took some off of it just to make sure we got the completion. And then, like I said, good hustle by Clark. We'll have to see a replay, but I don't know if that was necessarily.
So 1st and 10 from the 22. The handoff to Lance off left tackle. Plenty of room to run. Finally gets brought down after a 1st down near the 10-yard line. Their defense that time didn't really, I know it's hard to say, that they didn't move to the ball very quickly that time, it didn't appear to me.
It was almost like they just didn't recognize the formation very quick and get lined up. Obviously, Smithson Valley ran a stretch over to the boundary, and there was not really an edge set over there, and I just don't think they were lined up properly. Kind of caught them off guard.
Doug Lance, the junior, leads the team with 74 carries and 286 yards. They'll give it to him up the middle. A nice looking trap type block as he gets inside the 5, falls forward, down at the 4. Looked like that time Rice Mungiwa got the tackle. He comes off as well on the play. So the Rangers break the huddle. 2nd and goal from the 4. 2 receivers to the near side, a couple of tight ends in there. Lance the only setback. Chase fakes. No, he gives it to Lance off left tackle. He's in the end zone. Another touchdown for Doug Lance. That is only his 2nd touchdown of the year. He got his first touchdown last week against Lehman.
Yeah, he's been a workhorse all year. Just hadn't really had an opportunity to get in the end zone, and rolling backs in and out every couple plays. It just hadn't happened. But obviously he's been a workhorse, and good to see him get with the payoff last week, and then obviously the first touchdown here tonight. Good drive, mixing, get a big pass play, and then also mixing in the run.
Clayton Amaya, the kicker, has not missed one this year and keeps that string going. He has missed one, you're going to tell me? Where?
I think it was last week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think last week was his first one, but I don't know whether it was snap, hold, kick. There's a lot of things involved there, but there's no doubt that he
so
is
that
a
make that
Saturday
that's
kicker.
Why it was 48 and not 49. You're telling me.
That's correct. Yeah,
all right.
I think late in that game, I don't know whether it was a snap hold issue or whether it was a kick, but I think he missed one last week for his first one. But like I said, there's no knock on him. He's going to be kicking on Saturdays at some point. He's got a powerful leg, and he's a dang good kicker.
Well, 5:07 to go in the opening period. The Rangers take the lead 7-0. The drive, a good one, 80 yards.
And Smithson Valley here kicking off into the wind. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of those high pop-up ones that Amaya is so good at, and Smithson Valley has been doing for so many years. Make it hang up in the wind, try to find a little area in the return where there's not a defender there, and wouldn't be surprised to see a little high pop-up and maybe ball on the ground, chance for the Rangers to get on it.
The wind was estimated between 10 and 15 at kickoff. Right now it looks a little milder than that, maybe 5 to 10. But Amaya will kick it off. They're kind of scattered around, almost like they're expecting that. He does pop it up, but has some distance to it. Back to near the goal line. Fielded there, coverage. They return it out to just across the 15. Cornwell on the return. Several Rangers in on the play to stop it.
It's a testament to how powerful his leg is, going against a pretty substantial breeze right in his face and getting all the way to the goal line still. Tells you how strong his leg is. Great coverage by the Rangers. Kickoff team getting down there, pinning them inside the 20-yard line. For them, that's a big play in the kicking game. Anytime you can pin an opponent inside the 20 is a check mark on their special teams board, and all around good kick and good coverage.
So the Brahmas come out 1st and 10 from their own 16. Ranger defense has a chance to make something happen here. Motion from the running back. Maroc wants to throw. The ball, was it tipped at the line?
It was. I think McLean Garrett got his hand up and tipped it.
Fluttered out to Speed, the running back. Coverage on the play was good. Almost a chance for, if it had hung up a little bit, would have had a chance for a pick six. But it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, McLean got a tip on it and obviously made the pass wobble a little bit. Almost gave the opportunity, like you said, to Gingrich to maybe get a pick six there.
Cade Spradley on the field for the defense. He was the one that ran out that way. So play clock goes under 10. They're still kind of maneuvering around. Maroc now with the lone setback beside him. Here comes a run blitz. They get Speed in the backfield. Now he takes it. Maroc keeps it, and he gets punished on the far sideline. I don't know, he saw that Speed was going to get tackled, so he kept it, and he paid the price.
Yeah, it looked like a zone read type of deal, and we brought a blitz right into it. And so I think Dudzikowski hit the running back right as the mesh point, made the quarterback pull it, and we had some overlapping backers there for a good play and big loss of down, and now Max facing 3rd and long.
So 3rd and about 14 from the 12. They'll break 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Again, Speed, the lone setback. Maroc changing some stuff with his offensive line, and the play clock is running out. So again, the MAC offensive staff calls a timeout, their second of this first quarter. With 4:07 to go, we'll keep this here. But just part of the reason that they're not successful is they don't have the kind of difference maker players that a lot of programs in this city have.
Well, I mean, they got good players that obviously they play hard with great effort, and but yeah, I mean, it's just it seems like in this day and age that what separates some teams is, do you have that one or two guys that can go 60, 70, 80 yards, and not a whole lot of teams that have that guy, and but they're definitely the ones that are quote unquote the top teams in the city right now. You can point and say they've got this guy, and that don't have much explosiveness right now.
Joshua Speed, the tailback, 5'8", 160 sophomore. Joseph Speed is 5'6" and 135. He's a sophomore as well, and he's a wide receiver. 6 and 9 are their numbers. 3rd and long. Maroc wants to throw, has some pressure, starts to scramble. He runs the far sideline, but gets tracked down. Dudzikowski got him and wrestled him out of bounds right around the 20. It'll bring up 4th down.
And what you had said, you mentioned those sophomores. I know that their max freshman team last year was really good. And talking with Coach Hurst, he had mentioned I think they have 10, 11, 12 starters that are sophomores. Yeah. And so valuable experience for them this year, even though the record hasn't been what they would hope. Obviously getting that valuable experience, and they'll be a lot better for it in the next year or two. With those guys getting 10 games under their belt and experience starting all those sophomores.
Maroc, the punter. This one not a bad punt. Takes Bafidis back to the 40. He'll go up, start an angle and left. Gets around, gets a near block in the back there, and he's got the sideline. Breaks a tackle on the sideline, now cuts cross field. He's got a chance for the end zone and steps through a tackle. A 60-yard punt return for Braden Bafidis. He was averaging 20 yards a return this season. He had 2 touchdowns last year. I don't see any flags, so that one will stand as a 40-yarder or a 60-yarder.
Yeah, really good job. We almost seems like we talk about it every week. There was about 2 or 3 opportunities there for one of those 5, 6, 7 years ago. You kind of hope for those peel back blindside blocks, but really good job. I think I saw McLean Garrett was at least one of them, but it looked like there were 2 or 3 of those instances where they could have, but good discipline by the Rangers team of just kind of getting in front of them, shielding to where the defender couldn't make the play, but not getting in a situation where they can get a big return called back for a blindside block. Amaya's extra point is good, so he remains on a roll. 2 times in the first 8 minutes. 3:38 to go in the opening period. It's 14-0 Smithson Valley as they lead MacArthur, and they'll kick off here momentarily again. MacArthur will send back Cornwell and the Speed brothers deep on kickoff coverage. I'll tell you what, with a last name like Speed,
yeah,
you better be fast. I'm glad my last name wasn't Speed. I wouldn't have lived up to the billing, I guarantee you that.
So Amaya will bring out the Ranger coverage team, which usually includes a lot of familiar faces and names, and a few that are just coverage guys.
Getting ready to kick off for Smithson Valley is number 13, Clayton Amaya.
Tatre Carroll also is back as the ball blows off the tee. Still has 15 minutes on the play clock to kick this. Someone was trying to think about Gingrich was going to go hold it. So they start the play clock again. Clayton Amaya will kick it off. Little shoulder shimmy and now a foot into it. This one a high kick, about the same spot. Fielded by Cornwell, and he breaks through the first line but then gets tripped up right about the 20, maybe a yard past it. We'll see where they spot it, and that's where the Brahmas will start 1st and 10.
It looked like De Hoyos on the tackle, and you had mentioned a lot of familiar faces out there, but those special teams units for Smithson Valley, those are those aren't just something where it's like, okay, let's get some guys on here just to get them some playing time. No, I mean, to be a starter on one of those special teams unit is just as important and have just as rigorous of tryouts, so to speak, as an offensive and defensive full-time player, because they certainly take pride in their special teams. And so you'll see a mix of offensive and defensive starters, but if there's guys on there that weren't starters on one of those sides of the ball, they earn that spot on the special teams as well.
So Maroc brings receiver in motion. Give it to Speed. Up the middle he goes, has some room. Doesn't get hit till he's into the secondary. And he's brought down there, but a first down gain. Good tackle by Ross again.
Yeah, it looks like we had somebody at the point of attack unblocked, but just a really good move. Really good move by Speed there in the backfield to make that one unblocked guy miss. And was able to get a big chunk yard and pick up a big first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brahmas with their second first down of the first quarter. Motion again. They give it to Speed off right tackle. Gets through around the corner, but then gets popped. A couple of different Rangers there. Looked like that might have been Jason Maynard that got a hit on him.
Yeah, Maynard, a few other buddies that were all rallying to the football.
Up to the 37, it'll be 2nd and 6 with 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Maynard gets, Maroc gets the call. And H-back on the right. Again, receiver motion. Speed up the middle. They like that play, and they run it again.
Yeah, they've run that a few times where they brought that inside receiver on like an orbit motion, and each time so far, they've handed it off to the running back, but you'd expect at some point in the game for him to pull it and either throw it out to that guy or run some sort of option route. But they've had good success handing it off on that play a couple times. Now they bring up a 3rd and short.
Doug Lance in there on the defensive line on this possession. 3rd and short, about 2. He pulls it out after faking it to Speed, and there goes Maroc. He's on the run across the 30, the 20, finally dragged down before the 10, and a great touchdown saving tackle by the Rangers as he was going.
Yeah, good hustle there by Ross, running him down, touchdown saving tackle. But there it was right there. They brought that guy in motion.
Yep.
This time they faked it and came back out the other side and ran a little option off of it, a little different look than what we've seen. Caught the defense by surprise just a little bit, and they got a big explosive play. Good hustle by Ross. Touchdown saving tackle. We'll see if it ends up, paying off and making a goal line stand here.
And he did have a running back to pitch it to, and in fact, he even thought he faked the pitch before he turned up.
Yeah, there's one guy kind of playing no man's land for us, and so he kind of faked it and then stuck it.
Rock wants to throw. He has someone on the left side. The ball batted down and incomplete.
Matt coach is not happy with it. It's kind of an inside receiver on a skinny post, and looked like there was some contact with the Hoyos and the linebacker and their inside receiver. Don't know. My eyes kind of got there late. Couldn't tell whether he got there early or not, but the Matt coaches are not happy with the no call there.
Sure. Same formation we've seen most of this drive, and now they aim it for the inside receiver. I think that was Speed. Joseph Speed, and the ball too high and goes incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Coach Worsty, I think, called a little bit of a trap coverage there. Maybe brought a linebacker off the edge, and so it looked like that inside receiver. Quarterback thought that he had a lane to throw that skinny post backside to the inside receiver, but Gavin Woods replaced the blitzing linebacker, and he was able to get over there in time and get his hands up and tipped it almost to a teammate for an interception.
Let me correct myself. That was Elijah Smith, a sophomore tight end wide receiver. He's far left on the formation. They give it to Speed, tracked down in the backfield. Jackson Maynard in the backfield again, making a play. A bunch of Rangers got there as well, but that's the stop that makes it 4th down.
4th down from MacArthur at the 14-yard line.
And they will try a field goal. They have, what did I see? They've made 2 field goals this season. Gavin Pierce is the kicker. They're spotting it 6 yards back of the line of scrimmage. Most of the time it's 7, isn't it?
That's correct.
So a little shallow, and somebody get a hand on it? Nope, it's through. So they get on the scoreboard with their 3rd field goal of the season. This one by Gavin Pierce, and it's 14-3 with 47 seconds to go in the quarter. Rangers will receive the next kickoff. But we'll keep it here, and we'll take a break in just a moment at the end of the quarter. So the Brahmas get on the scoreboard. Their offense averages about 18.5 points a game. Their defense gives up about 52. So that's why they're behind that tally at 1-5 on the season.
Yeah, and that was an impressive drive by them. I mean,
yeah,
ran the ball effectively. It wasn't just like one play that got them down there. Obviously, they had the big chunk play with the run by Maroc there off that kind of option look. That was their big explosive play. But, you know, they had some success with just some regular inside zone and handoffs and getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. And anytime you can get points against this Ranger defense, I mean, that field goal right there, that means they did something that the previous 2 opponents didn't do. They, you know, Smithson Valley's defense has shut out Canyon 2 weeks ago and then Lehman last week. And so the shutout streak is no longer alive, and I know that'll eat away at Coach Worsty a little bit there. But a good stand by the defense, not giving up a touchdown after Mac had an explosive play and got inside the 10-yard line.
So again, Pierce will handle kickoff chores for MacArthur. Again, 47 ticks to go in the frame. 14-3 Rangers on top. Pierce tries to drill this one again, picked up early by someone on the Rangers, and a good return coming out across midfield before he is wrestled down, and there's a flag. I think they got a face mask.
That was Spradling there. Mac did the same thing they did on the opening kickoff with that line drive. This time Gavin Wood said no, kind of olayed it a little bit, let it go to the second level, and Spradling caught it on a hop and showed some moves there and made a guy or 2 miss, and then I think we're going to get an extra 15 tacked on for maybe a little face mask at the end of it.
Personal foul. It is a face mask without the signal, but that's okay. And from the 47, it should go to about the 32.
Yeah, obviously really good field position starting out for the Ranger offense.
Or
great
the
return.
Or the 33. That's good.
Somewhere down there.
Yeah, 14-yard penalties are good.
There you go.
So from the 33, Rangers will start 1st and 10 on a short field.
1st and 10 for Smithson Valley at the 34-yard line.
Chase Sinelak sends Bafidis in motion across. Now he throws it to him on the far side, and he dropped the pass. Brandon Bafidis saw so much green grass in front of him, green turf if you will, and took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, a little swing pass coming out of the backfield. Looked like he had some blockers out there in front. Probably could have made at least a first down there. Good ball by Sinelak. Just unable to hang on to it. Got a 2nd and long now.
So 2nd and 10 again from the 33. Single receiver either side. Hand off. And going is that Sowersby?
Yep, sophomore Sowersby.
The sophomore gets first down yardage all the way inside the 15 to the 14. So a good looking run there of about 19 yards.
Really good looking run. He's kind of a glider, you know, different than Lance. Lance is obviously really good, really talented back in his own right, but he's more of a one-cut bruiser type of guy. And Sowersby's kind of got that, you know, gliding in and out, kind of making you miss a little bit. And next thing you know, it's a 15-yard gain. And, you know, so he's got some talent. He's going to be a bright spot for the Rangers for the next 2 years after this one.
3rd leading rusher on the team. Sinelak wants to throw. Has crossing receivers. He'll keep it. He gets inside the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Chase Sinelak with a rushing touchdown for him. That is his 3rd of the season. Not a big-time rusher for this offense, but his 3rd of the season comes as the first quarter comes to an end.
Yeah, I thought that was a really decisive play by him, you know, getting out on the move and kind of a 2-man route combo down here. Didn't really see anybody open. A lot of times when you see quarterbacks roll out, no one open, they're kind of just trying to extend, and looking for something downfield. Ended up having to throw the ball away. Looked like from the very jump there, he realized these guys are not open, and I'm going to take it myself. And he just stayed in a full sprint and was able to get a touchdown. A very decisive play by Sinalik there.
The extra point by Amaya is good, so we end the first quarter 21-3. Rangers on top. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
Fisher's Neighborhood Market is the only stop you need before and after game time. Get everything you need, plus a whole lot of things, well, you just want. Fisher's Neighborhood Market. Food, fuel, fun.
You're spending more time at home now than ever, so why take chances with your comfort? That's why you need Air Clinic. Our comfort advisors ensure your home is the perfect temperature year-round. Let us put on a comfort clinic for you. Feel Air Clinic quality today.
And we're back at Hero Stadium, Northeast ISD. The Rangers lead at 21-3 as we head into the second quarter. Bromfels at East Central in a 6A league. Davenport, who we've done a bunch of their games, is playing at Canyon Lake tonight.
Big game right there.
Canyon hosts Lehman. Some other games in our district. Seguin is at Hayes.
That should be a good one.
That's
going to be an interesting one, you know.
It should be.
Seguin is, like you talked about earlier, undefeated in the district, but they've got some tougher games on the back end of their schedule, closing out with Smithson Valley and Hayes and those guys. So I'll be interested to see how that game goes tonight between Hayes and Seguin.
Well, you're right. He got it far enough to make a field goal on the kickoff, but he was a little wide left.
Yeah, he's probably upset that they, made him kick it to the left. That was the play call. I bet you.
Yeah.
With as powerful as a leg as he has and a little breeze at his back, I bet you he was wanting to see if he can kick it through the uprights.
So from the 20, MacArthur will come out first and 10. Brown, Olivet, Esquivel, Hurtado, and Barba are their offensive line starters. Cornwell, Fitzpatrick, Jackson Rice, Speed, and Garza, their specialty players. Maroc straight drop, short drop, has pressure, avoids it. Now flips it up, and his receiver cannot get to it. Cornwell, the receiver, but he got popped after he went for it.
Yeah, good job by Maroc to avoid the initial pressure. It looks like we had somebody come free and had a chance to get him on the ground, but he made the first guy miss and was at least able to get outside the pocket and kind of throw it away to, second 10's better than second 17.
Right, so. No doubt. At every level.
Yeah.
All right, one setback. Now motion from Cornwell. He comes back and they mishandle the snap. Some offensive line movement. We'll probably take this one back 5 yards.
And they're lucky that they did, really. I mean, that was an errant snap a little bit to the right, and quarterback wasn't able to handle it. Looks like if the play hadn't been blown dead, we might have had a chance to jump on that ball and recover a fumble.
So illegal procedure, 2nd and 15 from the 20. So trips to the near sideline. Speed is running back is to his left. Now in motion away. Maroc wants to throw it to him, does so. 2 Rangers are there. Speed gets by both of those and then gets shoved out of bounds by a 3rd defender. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage almost, so a gain of 4 makes it 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably one of the more impressive 4-yard receptions that you're going to see. He had 2 unblocked guys right there, made both of them miss, and finally DeHoyos was able to come and clean it up, push him out of bounds. But it was a heck of some moves just to get the 4 yards that he did.
DeHoyos got the tackle. Now here's a bad snap. There's a chase for it. Maroc falls on it, and he'll be spotted down near the 12. So a big loss on another bad snap. It's now 4th down and more than 20. Call it 23.
Yeah, that was a very similar snap to a couple plays ago that the penalty blew it dead. Having some snapping issues, and again, stuff like that is really the stuff that kind of just eats away at you. You know, the self-inflicted wounds, so to speak. Obviously, you know, you're playing a very good Smithson Valley team, and you're going to have to play really well in order to compete. And then, you know, things like that to where you're kind of hurting yourself are really things that'll eat away at you a little bit.
They have a player out late on punt coverage. Maroc, the punter, this time into the wind with some pressure. Gets it up in the air, and it doesn't go very far and comes out of bounds on the near sideline.
Yeah, I think that was more of a
keep it away from Buffetus.
Keep it away from Buffetus or Clark after, you know, obviously they've seen on film Clark has had a return or two for a touchdown, including the opening kickoff for a return last week, and then Buffetus has already had one this game. And so it's like, okay, who do we kick it to here? And so a lot of times they opt to just kind of directionally kick it out of bounds, and it's tough when you're going against the wind and kicking it out of bounds. It usually doesn't net much.
And the wind isn't really south to north, but more out of the, let me get my directions, out of the southeast, kind of coming across the field as well as going to right to left. Sinelek with a couple of tight ends, fakes to the running back, now goes long. TJ Hunt is back, and he gets knocked down, and he catches it anyway, I believe.
He does.
So
it was pass interference, and he was still able to hang on. Obvious pass interference. All three refs were seeing who could be first to throw their flag there. I'll tell you what, there was a guy that came free, and Sinelek just kind of threw it up, trusting his athlete to go up there. And TJ's made a number of plays this year, and so he trusted TJ and kind of threw it up, and Sinelek kind of took a shot there right as he was letting go of it. But amazing concentration by TJ there, coming down with that ball after a clear pass interference.
So the ball will be spotted at the, well, no. Was he at the 2 when he caught it? I don't know. In any event, it's 1st and goal for the Rangers. Handoff to Sowersby, off right tackle. He got stopped before the goal line, then got pushed back. So no touchdown, as it looked like he had a seam to get through, but it closed down, and it'll be 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
I'm trying to see what linebacker or safety that was for Mac. That was a pretty impressive. You know, Sowersby looks like he has a crease and sticks his foot in the ground and gets north and south. There's a big collision right there at the 1 yard line, and I don't know exactly who the Mac player was, but he stood his ground and ended up driving him back. Impressive play there.
As we go under 10 minutes to play, 2nd quarter, Sinelek checks to the sideline, then goes. Sowersby goes left, gets hit in the backfield, then squirts forward into the end zone, and he'll have a touchdown. So both running backs tonight have a touchdown. This one the 4th of the game for the Rangers with 9:37 to go in the 2nd quarter. It's a pretty amazing performance there by Sowersby, who took the contact and then just dove forward because he knew he was close enough.
Yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of penetration front side, you know, down goal line defense. They got everybody up on the line, and good job by Sowersby making that first guy miss and then able to get into the end zone. But again, defense and special teams giving the offense 30, 35-yard field. You know, they'll take it every time.
Amaya's extra point is a good one. It's 28-3, 9:37 to go in the 2nd quarter. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
Wait, Elle's dad sells insurance. Maybe he can help.
I wish I could, but
Dad has life insurance with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
yes, but
My mom has her homeowner's policy with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance also. I know my
cheerleader legs.
Hey, that's okay. It's all better now.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance. Stand up and holler.
And as we're back to Hero Stadium, there's Toyota Field nearby, as Clayton Amaya will kick off again. This one kind of a pop-up. One go very far, fielded about the 20, then bobbled on the ground. I think the receiver hung on to it, but got popped pretty good as well. So that's where the Brahmas will start 1st and 10. They had a chance to return that one if he handles it clean, because he's got 5 or 6 yards in front of him when he caught it, or didn't catch it. But anyway, they'll start from the 20, 1st and 10, and they have a player down on the field. Ranger defense will hold up to come out until the trainers get after the injured player.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Really see exactly. Is that the returner? Or was it somebody?
My guess is it might have been the returner, because as soon as he fell on it, he got hit pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't quite see, but hopefully he's okay.
Rangers were down there trying to get a hold of that loose ball. In any event, it looks like he's moving.
Good, he's sitting up. That's good.
Yeah. So that is Kristen King, a senior wide receiver defensive back. Probably one of the up backs on their kick return team. My guess is he is the one who tried to field it. He will get some help coming off. Not really wanting to put any pressure on either leg. Kind of hopping. I need somebody to carry him, and I think that's what they're going to do here.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay, and it's a quick recovery.
In any event, they'll make it to the sideline, and then the the first down markers look like they're backwards. We're not going that way, are we? They're coming this way. They're going left to right, correct?
I think we recovered.
Do you think we recovered it? Is that what happened?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's what happened.
Well, pardon me for not knowing that. Did you know it?
I did not, but then I saw our offense huddled up,
okay.
and so context clues kind of brought me to that conclusion there.
We stood here for a while not really knowing what was going, but it's
really
1st and 10 from the Rangers as they recover the muffed kick. Sinelek throws it to Bafidis on the left edge, gets a block, and then thrown down as he gets near the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at the 11. It'll be 2nd down and 1 on a nice pass from Sinelek to Bafidis.
Yeah, really good blocking on the edge there by Freund. Did a good job of latching up with the corner and holding on to him, and then Bafidis, just had to make one guy miss, made the safety miss, and 9 yards on 1st down with just a nice easy pass play, pretty much extension of your run game. Good way to start out a series.
We'll go under 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter with this snap. It's 2nd and 1 from the 11.
Got the freshman in. See what he can do. There he is. He's got it.
And they'll flip it to him. That is the freshman, Quentin Sampson, and he's into the end zone.
How about that?
How about that?
First play, brought up to varsity, first week, first play. We're going to go ahead and give it to you, and scores a touchdown. That's something that he'll never forget right there. And really good blocking on the edge. Obviously, he's a very, very talented player.
Yes.
Very fast, but really good blocking on the edge there. And
he's been a standout on the freshman team for several weeks. He gets his chance on the varsity. And on his first touch, the freshman, Quentin Sampson, scores the touchdown for the Rangers and makes it 34 with the extra point to come.
Well, Quentin thought it might be the NFL where he was going to keep the ball, so the game was held up there. Finally, the coaches took the ball from him and threw him back in there so we can kick the PAT.
The holder is 14, Cole Freund.
Amaya's kick is up, and again good. 35-3, 8:46 to go, but again, Quentin Sampson, a freshman. There's been a couple of freshmen that have dressed, but for a freshman to not only dress but come out and get a touch on the first time he's on the field is pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I mean he's an explosive, dynamic player. Been just absolutely ridiculous on the freshman team for the first 6 weeks, and wanted to get his feet wet a little bit down there, get some high school playing experience, and obviously gets called up this week, and you knew you were going to see him because the Coach Hill and the staff doesn't bring people up just to bring them up.
Right.
They're not going to bring him up to sit on the bench, so you knew you were going to see him at times. But it's a very cool deal to I've been looking for him, see if he even got in there, on a running play to see if he was blocking. I could be wrong, but I think that was his first play on the field. Went ahead and brought him in motion and gave it to him. And so first play, first touch, first touchdown in a varsity uniform in a varsity game. It's got to be a very cool deal.
And we have to statistically tell people that was a pass reception because Senelec flipped it to him. He didn't hand it to him. So it was a 11-yard touchdown reception for Quentin Sampson. Another touchdown pass for Chase.
Yeah, and as an ex-quarterback, you're dang right that was a touchdown pass,
Pass taken about the 15. And that was Carroll again on kick coverage. Doesn't get much. Out near the 25. I think they'll mark him at the 24. The Rangers will go defensively again.
I think that was about a 20, maybe 15, 20-yard touchdown there. And so, later on when Chase is telling people how many touchdown passes he threw for, he doesn't necessarily have to, he could tell them it was all 25 yards in the air if he really wanted to.
They just showed a replay of that kick coverage by the Rangers, and the hit that was laid on that returner was pretty solid.
Yeah, the Rangers are flying around right now.
So again, the defense out there, some backups in. Here's a jet sweep. This is the other Speed brother. This is Joseph. Doesn't get much, actually loses a yard. It's 2nd and 11 as the Rangers all over that one.
Really good play by Jackson Duffy right there. He had a receiver who was assigned to block him, and he was able to get up underneath that and still make a tackle in the backfield. Excellent tackle by a corner in space.
Maroc sends 2 receivers to the far side. Everybody in motion. Speed comes out to the right flat, breaks or makes one man miss him, but then gets hammered. It was Doug Lance who got a good blow on him, though, and gains a couple of yards up to the 25. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Lance playing on both sides of the ball, a little offense, a little defense. And I also think that Goss was in there on the play. Good hustle pursuit from the inside D-line position, and 3rd and long here. And looks like Mac's going to formation in the boundary here.
Speed in motion.
Wow.
They fake it to him, then they throw it to his brother. I think that's an incomplete pass. No, they're going to.
It was backwards.
It was backwards, so it is Smithson Valley ball on another miscue, another turnover by the Brahmas.
Yeah, and I've never.
That's kind of ill-advised, whatever that was supposed to be.
They brought a flash sweep motion and handed it off to the receiver on the flash sweep, and then he tried to pitch it almost. They tried to do like the option off of a flash sweep motion, and actually it was pretty cool design, and I think that would have been successful, but the pitch was a little bit errant, and he wasn't able to handle it.
Okay.
We were able to get on it, but I've never seen
the
option look off of the flash sweep.
So the Rangers get a possession from the 23 this time. They've had a lot of plus territory possessions. This is a pass to Clark. Makes one man miss, tries to use his speed, but gets dragged down inside the 25. Good defensive play there by Mendoza, but there is a flag, and that'll go against the Rangers.
I think they're going to say the fullback Dade coming out of the backfield had a hold. I thought he initially had hands inside and did good, but it's always hard, holding out or blocking out in space and not knowing where the runner's going to go, inside, outside, and then the defender tries to disengage and might hold on to him for just a little bit longer. But a holding call there, going to back us up, make it 1st and 20.
So 1st and 20 it is from the 33. Everybody's, both receivers on either side are tight with a couple of tight ends. Sowersby takes the handoff, hit in the backfield and brought down. Didn't even get to the line of scrimmage before Trey Carroll. He's listed as a cornerback, but he was in on that one in a hurry.
Looked like a little outside blitz, and TJ wasn't able to quite get there in time to get up underneath it, and a good play by Carroll, and drops us back even further. So 2nd and 20 now.
2nd and 20. Again, a couple of tight ends. Chase will keep it, slings it forward to Mason Birch, who makes the catch and gets a bunch of the yardage up inside the 20, before he's wrestled down near the 17. That'll be 3rd and short, probably about 3 or 4.
Yeah, good catch by Birch. Really good job by Sinalik of having pressure early and then outrunning it and keeping his eyes downfield. He's able to hit Birch. And really good catch on the run and good run after the catch, and now making it 3rd manageable and getting a big chunk, 15, 16 yards back off of what was the 2nd and 20.
So from the 17, they need to get to the 13. A couple of receivers near side. Again, tight ends in there. Sinalik, a little delay handoff to Sowersby. Has some room, gets a first down, wrestled down inside the 10 as he made a nifty cut to his right to get away from some pressure and gets first down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I think that was Bafidis from the fullback position.
Okay.
Almost like a draw, but to the fullback.
Okay.
Again,
so he was at the H?
He was standing next to the quarterback as the fullback. And
okay.
Again, just trying to get creative ways to get Bafidis the ball, you know. We've seen him on reverses, seen him on fly sweeps, seen him on little short passes, and that time they handed it off to him on the inside and picked up the first down after being backed up 2nd and 20.
I'm with you. Motion. There's a wide receiver around the corner and a touchdown for the Rangers.
Tyler Clark.
Clark with another touchdown for him. 2nd of the season. Hadn't had one since East Central.
Kind of same play that Quentin scored on earlier. Fly sweep and another touchdown pass for Sinalik. He's loving that play call.
He is. 41 with the extra point to come. Still 5.5 to go in the 2nd quarter. Amaya's extra point is way up there. And it's good. 42-3. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
Hey, Principal Wall, how have you been?
Really good, except for this.
Well, we specialize in removal and acne treatment and skin allergy testing and skin cancer screenings, but I've never seen anything like this before. Hey, Dr. Miller, come check this out.
What? What? Is it getting worse?
Blue color. Like crazy? Do you know what it is? I haven't got a clue.
This man has SV Rangeritis.
SV Rangeritis?
Yes, it's when you have so much school spirit, it just bursts through your pores. This may be the worst, the best I've ever seen.
How can I cure this?
Cure it?
Clayton Amaya will kick off for the Rangers. 5:42 to go in the half. It's 42-3. This kickoff will go into the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for MacArthur. So we come back. They have a 1 field goal drive, which was a good drive. Rangers kept them out of the end zone, but they made the field goal. That time was 14-3. Rangers have since scored 4 more times, and it's 42-3. Again at Heroes Stadium on a beautiful Friday night. Temperature still around 80, but it feels cooler than that. The handoff to Speed, not very much there. Ali Stewart, a sophomore defensive end, hit him first.
Looks like Herring and Goss in there on the early pressure and able to wrap him up for a loss there.
Well, you know what? I might get the right defense out there too, huh?
That would help.
Speed, again, a sophomore. In addition to 40 carries, he has 10 receptions on the season, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. That time he didn't get much, lost a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Brock's picked off. Great job by Duffy to peel back and get that one. His returns inside the 30. Now he's wrestled down at the 24, 25-yard line. So the Rangers will have another short field with as we go under 5 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was tipped or he had pressure in his face, but the ball kind of fluttered a little bit there. And, I don't think that the ball was necessarily intended for the guy that Duffy was covering, but good awareness by him of coming off his guy, seeing the ball floating there. Good play there, and able to get an interception. Big play by Duffy. He has been, but a really good football player and a really good corner.
Second interception of the season. He had a pair of INTs last year as a sophomore, won them in the playoffs. His one this year was against Wagner. So Senelek has a tight end either way and a receiver on either side. Hand off to that's Lance, I believe, and he'll get about 5 before he's brought down. Looked like Cantu 11 had the bigger part of that one.
That was carry for number 3, Doug Lance. And on the stop was number
Lance just gets to the line in a hurry and runs with a lot of force.
Yeah,
there's no gliding with him.
No, he is a downhill back, and he's looking for contact. He's looking to finish off a run by lowering his shoulder and falling forward and getting what he can get.
So an H-back in motion to the left. They give to Lance. A little off right guard. I think he'll get about 4. Mark him at the 16. Mendoza on the tackle from his safety position. So it's 3rd and 1. So really what you're telling me is we don't normally give Lance a sweep. We kind of keep him between the tackles.
He's more of a one-cut downhill guy.
Yes, sir. So same motion back. They give it to Lance. He goes up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles and falls forward to the 11. That's a first down. He just seems to go through tackles a lot.
Yeah, very rarely does the first or even the second guy bring him down. He's running through arm tackles, lowering his shoulder. And very rarely is he going to have a tackle for loss. He's always going to lower his shoulder and drive the pile forward a little bit and at least pick up a couple.
Good blocks by the tight end there, Curry Coleman.
Corey.
Now, Lance behind Senelek. 1st and 10 from the 11. Lance goes towards right tackle that time, spins away from a defender, then gets pushed back. So give him a gain of 4 up to the 7. It'll be 2nd and 6 as the Brahmas tighten up a little bit after he stepped past the first defender. He got hit by a bunch of guys.
Outside zone play. Well blocked on the edge. One cut downhill and was able to get to the second level and get about a 5-yard gain. Smithson Valley taking the time a little bit here.
Game clock under 2.5 as they check the play from the sideline. Coaches kind of jump up and look like they make a change. Now procedure against the Rangers. Somebody moved. Say it's on Mason Birch, huh? 5 yards back, it'll be 2nd and 11.
Coach Hill having a word with the white hat. I think he disagrees.
Yeah, he's pretty emphatic that he didn't think that was.
Well, it's almost like he thinks that the referee called a false start because we flinched to look back to try to get a new play.
Right.
And he's saying it is not illegal for a tight end to put his hand in the ground and then raise back up and get the. So I think he's just getting clarification. Did we really jump, or are you calling that because we're looking back for a play? Because see.
Yep. And our linesman on this side is now being challenged by the MacArthur coaching staff. The head linesman goes back to his spot at the 7 where it's again 2nd down and 6. Got to get to the 1 for a first down and the goal line for a touchdown, obviously.
One of the few times I've ever seen a penalty be thrown on a coach argue and it actually
gets changed.
Talked him into it.
Yeah.
But I think in this case he was right.
Lance doesn't have much room, but he muscles forward and gets into the end zone. Well, the linesman on the far sideline says he's down inside the 1. The head linesman on this one, who threw the flag errantly, says it was a touchdown. So the 3 officials, the umpire and the 2 linesmen, come together, and they will say what? Our umpire is going to put the ball touchdown. So it is a touchdown. The head linesman, after making a mistake, gets it right this time, and the Rangers are in the end zone for their 48th point of the first half. 1:42 to go.
Kyler Clark going to kick the PAT.
Kyler Clark will not allow Clayton Amaya to get another PAT. Kyler, the senior backup kicker, doesn't kick it as high, but just as straight as he gets the extra point to make it 49-3. 1:42 to go here in the first half. We'll keep it here as the Ranger offense has put 49 up on the first half.
Yeah, and you say the Ranger offense has put up 49, but obviously it's been a complete first half. Defense getting a couple turnovers, also, a lot of 3-and-out special teams. I think we had a kickoff return or a punt return for a touchdown by Bafidas, and then a number of short punts and or turnovers. So really the Ranger offense, I think, has only really had to drive the ball more than 60 yards one time. And that was the time they were backed up a little bit, but really good half overall by all 3 phases of the Rangers tonight.
Rangers will improve on their scoring average of the season of 29.3 coming into this game. Last year the Rangers averaged 32 points a game, so they'll probably get close to that with whatever we end up with tonight. Again, 49, a minute 42 to go in the first half. Amaya will come out and handle the kickoff chores. It won't be Kyler Clark for this, and that's okay. I do see some backups on the kick coverage, though.
Yes.
A couple of different numbers in there. Amaya with the kick. That's a good one. Will drive into the end zone. Oh, no, they'll say it went out of bounds.
Yeah, that one kind of came off his foot a little weird. Kind of a helicopter-looking spin as opposed to end over end. He must have rolled it over a little bit. But that'll give MacArthur probably their best field position of the night, other than that very first where they got the
So is it the 30 kickoff. Or the 35?
It's the 40.
So why are they stopping at the 30?
I thought it was 30, 35. Yeah, 30, I guess it is.
In the end zone's 25, so I figured at least the 35.
I thought 35 or 40, but
in any event, they have the ball 1st and 10 from the 30 with a minute 42 to go. Not much time. The band's getting ready. Speed takes the handoff, has some room up the middle, gets through the first line, then the second line, and then gets tackled from behind by Gavin Woods. Not until he gets to the 45.
Bit of momentum. Obviously, long shot coming back and winning this game, but anytime you can try to build some confidence.
Sure. Any positives? Again, Speed up the middle. Again, breaks through the first 2 lines and gets chased down from behind.
Another carry by number 6, Joshua Speed.
That time I think it was Ross that got him. Ross will take a seat.
That carry is good for another Brahmas first down.
So he'll come out. DeHoyos will come back in, so it'll be him and Camacho at the safeties.
So 1st and 10 from the 45. They give it to Speed coming right. Kind of spins away from a couple of defenders who I thought had him and comes back to almost the original line of scrimmage, loses a yard. He runs with some energy there.
I'll tell you what, good job by Thomas Elliott coming downhill and getting low man wins and running through the thigh pad and tackle for loss. Good physical tackle there by Elliott.
Maroc wants to throw, spins to his left, throws it long down the field, picked off.
De Hoyos
with the interception. Far sideline, cuts back into the middle of the field. Now runs into some blue jerseys, and he'll be brought down as we go under 15 seconds to play. Rangers will have a possession, but not likely to do anything with it as the Rangers' second interception of the night.
Yeah, I'm guessing that it'll be a take a knee, run out the clock, get to halftime type of situation. Obviously up 49-3, not necessarily have to have the points and get out of the first half, hopefully healthy, and get in there and talk about it a little bit and get ready for the second half.
So 13 ticks left in the first half. Then you got the Ranger band followed by the MacArthur band.
First and 10 for the Rangers at the 42.
Someone a little late getting onto the field.
Rylan Walker at quarterback.
Walker, the signal caller, the junior, takes the snap, hands it off. Is that Vivian's?
Yes, I believe it is.
And he'll get
Vivian's, yep.
First down yardage. Clock will stop on the movement of the chains, but that should be the final play of the first half, as it's spun again and the first half will be over. So the Rangers lead it 49-3. We are at the half as the Rangers have dominated this one from the get-go. We'll have a nice halftime for you and be back with the second half here on the Rangers Network.
Hey, Principal Wall, how have you been?
Really good, except for this.
Well, we specialize in wart and mole removal and acne treatment and skin allergy testing and skin cancer screenings, but I've never seen anything like this before. Hey, Dr. Miller, come check this out.
What? Is it getting worse?
Blue coloring, raised, multiplying like crazy. Do you know what it is? I haven't got a clue.
This man has SV Rangeritis.
SV Rangeritis?
Yes, it's when you have so much school spirit, it just bursts through your pores. This may be the worst, the best I've ever seen.
How can I cure this?
Cure it, you spread it.
Imagine a new technology in teeth whitening that is able to get better results than ever before that is specific to your teeth whitening goals. Summerhill Dental has it, and it's called TheraSmile, a new method of teeth whitening that can change your smile dramatically after just one session. If you've stopped whitening your teeth due to messy trays, sensitive teeth, and a need for multiple treatments, come to Summerhill Dental and try TheraSmile today.
You're spending more time at home now than ever, so why take chances with your comfort? That's why you need Air Clinic. Our comfort advisors ensure your home is the perfect temperature year-round. Let us put on a comfort clinic for you. Feel Air Clinic quality today.
Fisher's Neighborhood Market is the only stop you need before and after game time. Get everything you need, plus a whole lot of things, well, you just want. Fisher's Neighborhood Market. Food, fuel, fun.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Rangers. Stand up and holler.
That's horrible. Wait, Elle's dad sells insurance. Maybe he can help.
I wish he could, but...
My dad has his life insurance with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
Yes, but...
My mom has her homeowner's policy with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance also. I know my uncle says he only trusts Jeremy Fuller State Farm with his auto insurance needs.
Guys, wait! We do so many great coverages, but just not cheerleader legs.
Hey, that's okay. It's all better now. Let's start from the top, but with a little change.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar. All for Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance. Stand up and holler!
You're spending more time at home now than ever, so why take chances with your comfort? That's why you need Air Clinic. Our comfort advisors ensure your home is the perfect temperature year-round. Let us put on a comfort clinic for you. Feel Air Clinic quality today.
Fisher's Neighborhood Market is the only stop you need before and after game time. Get everything you need, plus a whole lot of things, well, you just want. Fisher's Neighborhood Market. Food, fuel, fun.
You are the recipient of the 2022 GVTC Foundation Richie T. Sorrells $25,000 scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we receive a lot of applications for our scholarships, and it's really, you know, we always say this, it's amazing to read through the applications every year. You know, what you've done and what you represent is absolutely outstanding.
Thank you.
We're honored to have the scholarship for you. Richie T. Sorrells is our president and our CEO and our founder of the GVTC Foundation, and this scholarship means a lot to him. So we're very excited to have you as a recipient this year. So congrats to you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
That you are the recipient of the 2022 GVTC Foundation Vocational Technical $5,000 scholarship. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations to you. So we really you know, enjoyed your application and you know, what you plan on doing once you leave high school. So fantastic to have you as our recipient this year.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay, well, you need to thank Mrs. Ward because we want to congratulate you. You are the winner of the 2022 GVTC Foundation Ola Armstrong $15,000 scholarship. Congratulations. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's proud of your accomplishments. It's fantastic reading your application, seeing all the great work that you've done. Really excited for your future, and we're really happy to honor you with this scholarship.
So I'm planning to go to Bowdoin College, and I'm gonna do government and legal studies. So I'm thinking about becoming a lawyer.
So I'm going to be attending Texas Tech University, and I'm either going to I wanted to major in dentistry, but I may be doing interior design instead. I still have to make the decision.
I've recently decided to officially attend UT Austin. So I will go to school there for my undergraduate and study economics there. So I'm super excited about that.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Discovery Kitchen. My name is Sylvia and I'm a registered dietitian. And today we've got our Mario with us.
Yes, I'm Chef Mario and I'm here with you today wearing my cowboy boots and my hat because we're smoking today. Today we're gonna barbecue and we're gonna turn around and create some neat things, and Sylvia's gonna tell you about that.
Yes, our theme this month is gonna be, well, 2 months during the summer is summer fun. So during the summertime, you're with your family and your friends and you cook recipes and things that are gonna be shared with other people. So we're gonna be making his famous brisket. He's gonna show us his rub, and we're gonna show you how to prepare that. And then also a side to go with that, it's gonna be a creamy coleslaw.
The Comel creamy coleslaw.
Yes.
And just so you don't choke, nobody in the audience chokes, including maybe that person. We have lemonade. We have summer French lemonade that's very delicious, bluettes.
Yes.
So here we go.
So we're gonna start with our coleslaw. So the first thing we're gonna chop our cabbage.
Cabbage, and it is a hard vegetable, so you have to be you have to be careful. You have to wear a safety glove, and somebody recently learned to wear a safety glove.
Yes, I currently have a safety glove at home now.
Because you can and will cut yourself.
I don't want to chop my fingers.
Now this will render about, what did we say, 16 healthy servings. So you may want to save the other for another occasion. They last pretty good.
Yes, cabbage actually lasts in the fridge for about 2 to 3 weeks because it's such a hardy vegetable. That's why it was hard to cut. So it lasts longer. And there's other colors right there. We have green cabbage, red and purple.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
And I'm going to remove this bone here, okay?
Okay.
This bone is hard.
Yes, the inside.
So I'm removing that.
And because cabbage is a hardy vegetable, it means it has fiber. So fiber, as we know, is really good for our digestive health, keeps things moving, and we don't get enough fiber, so cabbage is a really great vegetable.
And you just want to shred it, you know?
Yeah, that looks good.
Shred it a little thin as you want to go. And once you get to a certain point, you take and you chop it about 3 more times. And then you just kind of like break it up.
Why did you choose purple?
I like color. I like cooking with color. Tell us about color and cooking.
Yes, color means that it has a lot of different vitamins and minerals. We want to eat the rainbow, so we get all of those. Because if we eat this, and it looks better on your plate, it's kind of boring to eat the same color food all the time. So makes your plate more fun. And so normally our coleslaws are savory, right? They put mayonnaise in it. But we're not doing that today.
And today I'm not going to do that. People like vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar too.
Oh, I'm not on the vinegar side. Unless it's going to end up being like a red wine vinegar, then I just say, well, skip the vinegar and just go to the red wine. Because what is that vinegar? Fermented red wine.
Red wine, okay.
So, Chile red wine. Anyway, sorry about that, children.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. So let's see, what we're adding, instead of mayonnaise or something like that, what are we doing?
We're going to add vanilla yogurt.
Vanilla yogurt. So this is a sweet coleslaw.
Right.
It's really good.
And we could go Greek.
Could go Greek, yeah, Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt has more protein in it than a normal, just standard yogurt.
And because it would have protein in it, then
yes,
it would make it gluten thing.
No, that's a different thing. So most yogurts are gluten-free, unless, you know, they have some weird ingredient in there. Greek yogurt just means it has more of the milk protein, and that does not contain any gluten allergy in there.
So you're going with just this sweet vanilla?
Sweet vanilla yogurt.
And you don't have to add any more sugar to it. I mean, unless you're like me.
Really like it sweet, but we're gonna add some more things.
That's gonna make it sweeter.
Yes.
Yes.
And yogurt is really good for you. Like we said, it has protein. It's a really great dairy product. Also, if you get low fat, even better. You just gotta be careful with the sugar amounts in yogurt. Sometimes I can add a lot of sugar in there.
Low fat?
That's a low fat one, and just make sure it doesn't have too much sugar and you'll be good.
According to your recipe would be golden raisins and cranberries.
Yes.
I went a step further. I added a little bit of currants, okay? So
Currants. They're really tiny.
Tiny, tiny little bad babies.
Yes. And dried fruit is really great because you can get it at almost any time of the year. And they're always really on the shelves, right? You don't have to wait until they're in season, right? With normal fresh fruits. Because these are dried when they're peak season and they're sold to you all year round. And they have all the same nutrients as the regular grape would have, right? Raisins are dried grapes. All the nutrients are still in there, so you won't be losing out on that.
You can use it for so many dishes.
Yes, so many things. And it adds a sweetness without really adding, you know, real sugar to it, granulated sugar. Although they do have sugar in them. And you can serve this immediately, right? Or you can hold it in the fridge.
You can hold it in the fridge if you want to until your brisket is ready. So.
Yes, and that'll be next. So perfect.
So I would say, to answer that question, I would say even at least an hour to 30 minutes in the cooler is grand. And why? Because it gives an opportunity for all of these ingredients to fuse. Oh,
We almost forgot an important ingredient here, our pineapple.
I'm glad that we have Sylvia on board, believe me.
You probably thought it was just a decoration.
Yes.
So you got distracted.
So now we're going to cut our pineapple.
So another sweet thing is going to make it taste even better. And this is golden pineapple?
It's a golden pineapple,
Golden.
so you notice the color. And it's real sweet. It's small, so personal.
Let me move this over here, Mario. Right there. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Discovery Kitchen. My name is Sylvia and I'm a registered dietitian. And today we've got our Mario with us.
Yes, I'm Chef Mario and I'm here with you today wearing my cowboy boots and my hat because we're smoking today. Today we're gonna barbecue and we're gonna turn around and create some neat things, and Sylvia's gonna tell you about that.
Yes, our theme this month is going to be, well, 2 months during the summer is summer fun. So during the summertime, you're with your family and your friends and you cook recipes and things that are going to be shared with other people. So we're going to be making his famous brisket. He's going to show us his rub, and we're going to show you how to prepare that. And then also a side to go with that, it's going to be a creamy coleslaw.
The Comel creamy coleslaw. Yes. And just so you don't choke, nobody in the audience chokes, including maybe that person. We have lemonade. We have summer French lemonade that's very delicious, bluettes.
Yes.
So here we go.
So we're going to start with our coleslaw. So the first thing, we're going to chop our cabbage.
Cabbage, and it is a hard vegetable, so you have to be you have to be careful. You have to wear a safety glove, and somebody recently learned to wear a safety glove.
Yes, I currently have a safety glove at home now.
Because you can and will cut yourself.
I don't want to chop my fingers.
Now this will render about, what did we say, 16 healthy servings. So you may want to save the other for another occasion. They last pretty good.
Yes, cabbage actually lasts in the fridge for about 2 to 3 weeks because it's such a hardy vegetable. That's why it was hard to cut. So it lasts longer. And there's other colors right there. We have green, cabbage, red, and purple.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
And I'm going to remove this bone here, okay?
Okay.
This bone is hard.
Yes, the inside.
So I'm removing that.
And because cabbage is a hardy vegetable, it means it has fiber. So fiber, as we know, is really good for our digestive health, keeps things moving, and we don't get enough fiber, so cabbage is a really great vegetable.
And you just want to shred it, you know?
Yeah, that looks good.
Shred it a little thin as you want to go. And once you get to a certain point, you take and you chop it about 3 more times. And then you just kind of like break it up.
Why did you choose purple?
I like color. I like cooking with color. Tell us about color and cooking.
Yes, color means that it has a lot of different vitamins and minerals. We want to eat the rainbow, so we get all of those. Because if we eat this, and it looks better on your plate, it's kind of boring to eat the same color food all the time. So makes your plate more fun. And so normally our coleslaws are savory, right? They put mayonnaise in it. But we're not doing that today.
And today I'm not going to do that. People like vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar too.
Oh, I'm not on the vinegar side. Unless it's going to end up being like a red wine vinegar, then I just say, well, skip the vinegar and just go to the red wine. Because what is that vinegar? Fermented red wine.
Red wine, okay.
So, Chile red wine. Anyway, sorry about that, children.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. So let's see, what we're adding, instead of mayonnaise or something like that, what are we doing?
We're going to add Vanilla yogurt.
Vanilla yogurt. So this is a sweet coleslaw.
Right.
It's really good.
And we could go Greek.
Could go Greek, yeah, Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt has more protein in it than a normal, just standard yogurt.
And because it would have protein in it, then
Yes.
it would make it gluten-free.
No, that's a different thing. So most yogurts are gluten-free, unless, you know, they have some weird ingredient in there. Greek yogurt just means it has more of the milk protein, and that does not contain any gluten allergy in there.
So you're going with just this sweet vanilla?
Sweet vanilla yogurt.
And you don't have to add any more sugar to it. I mean, unless you're like me.
Really like it sweet, but we're gonna add some more things.
That's gonna make it sweeter.
Yes.
Yes.
And yogurt is really good for you. Like we said, it has protein. It's a really great dairy product. Also, if you get low fat, even better. You just gotta be careful with the sugar amounts in yogurt. Sometimes I can add a lot of sugar in there.
Low fat?
That's a low fat one, and just make sure it doesn't have too much sugar and you'll be good.
According to your recipe would be golden raisins and cranberries. I went a step further. I added a little bit of currants, okay? So
Currants. They're really tiny.
Tiny, tiny little bad babies.
Yes. And dried fruit is really great because you can get it at almost any time of the year. And they're always really on the shelves, right? You don't have to wait until they're in season, right? With normal fresh fruits. Because these are dried when they're peak season and they're sold to you all year round. And they have all the same nutrients as the regular grape would have, right? Raisins are dried grapes. All the nutrients are still in there, so you won't be losing out on that.
You can use it for so many dishes.
Yes, so many things. And it adds a sweetness without really adding, you know, real sugar to it, granulated sugar. Although they do have sugar in them. And you can serve this immediately, right? Or you can hold it in the fridge.
You can hold it in the fridge if you want to until your brisket is ready. So.
Yes, and that'll be next. So perfect.
So I would say, to answer that question, I would say even at least an hour to 30 minutes in the cooler is grand. And why? Because it gives an opportunity for all of these ingredients to fuse. Oh!
We almost forgot an important ingredient here, our pineapple.
I'm glad that we have Sylvia on board, believe me.
You probably thought it was just a decoration.
Yes.
You got distracted.
So now we're going to cut our pineapple.
So another sweet thing is going to make it taste even better. And this is golden pineapple?
It's a golden pineapple,
Golden.
so you notice the color. And it's real sweet. It's small, so personal.
Let me move this over here, Mario. Right there.
I'm glad you stopped me before I got everything home.
Yes. Let's see. Pineapple is very, very, it's a tropical fruit. It's very tangy. If you eat too much pineapple, sometimes your tongue kind of hurts. It's because it has a certain protein in there that is used to marinate like meats and stuff, and so that means it breaks it down. So when you eat a lot of it, it kind of breaks down some of the things in your mouth, but you'll be fine. It's not going to harm you. Your mouth just might hurt a little bit. And since it's yellow, it has a lot of vitamins and minerals, especially vitamin C, which is good for your immune health and fighting off bad germs and stuff like that. Awesome, and we'll enjoy those later.
Later on.
Awesome.
Put them in there to preserve them. All right.
All right, so now we're almost done. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
You have gloves on.
I have my gloves on. I'm gonna do the little mixing here.
So this is gonna be our side dish, right, to our brisket.
To our brisket.
What are other things we could serve it with?
Oh, this is a great dessert.
Oh yeah, you're right. You
It's
could
a great
have it straight
dessert.
up as a dessert.
As a dessert, you could have it as a side. And you know, you could save it for sandwiches.
Okay.
It's part of a salad.
Yes, I could see that being like a topping additive to a green salad.
Mm-hmm. Center of the salad, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Just to wake it up. And again, the sweetness. And it's natural sweetness.
Yes. Although it's still sugar, you know, probably don't want to eat the whole bowl, but it is coming from a fruit source. So eating it with a fruit means it comes with other vitamins and minerals and nutrients. It's packaged in a better package than straight sugar.
Correct. And
Awesome.
So
we're going to put this here.
Put it off the side.
While we have that there, we're going to get our brisket together. So we're going to get that stuff. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. I'm going to go light my pit.
Yes.
Take care.
All right, everybody, we're back and we've got our brisket station set up. So we're gonna just jump right in. So what's the first thing, Mario?
Well, I'm gonna get started, and this is gonna be kind of my mixing bowl to create my mud. Yes. And this rub that we're about to make is gonna considered a wet rub.
Wet. What makes it dry or wet? What's the difference?
Dry would be the dry ingredients.
Just no wet.
No wet
products.
So
okay, so what's that?
With some comino.
Comino.
So
Okay.
we got some cumin in there.
Cumin.
The cumin in there. We got some brown sugar.
Okay.
So start off with it.
Oh, it's a lot of it, right?
Well, we did say...
In our recipe, we have all the measurements.
Yes, we have all the measurements in the recipe, so fear not. Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. It does look like a lot, but you need a lot to give the meat flavor.
There you go.
And that is?
Fresh garlic.
Fresh garlic, okay.
Added to it was a tablespoon, I believe, yes.
Okay.
And now comes the honey.
Ooh.
And be not afraid of the honey either.
So we've got some sweet and salty flavors going together. Why is that important?
Because that mix, it's kind of like making cookies. It has to add salt.
Right.
Why? Not to a cookie, but you have to.
Because each flavor brings out the other one, right?
Correct. One complements the other.
Yes. They go well.
And on the mustard, on the original recipe, I said put bastante, a lot.
Bastante, a lot of mustard. Is that a Dijon, or what is that one?
This is a honey Dijon.
Honey Dijon. Ooh,
now,
fancy.
People have told me to use Italian, and you could.
Italian?
You could use Italian dressing if you want.
Oh, okay.
But I prefer to go with this.
Yeah, I can smell it.
And you could
good.
choose your poison. You can decide what kind of mustard you want. You want to go spicy jalapeno mustard?
Right, whatever your spicy tolerance is.
You have to determine who you're going to feed. If you're going to feed the family, my family, they can always add pico de gallo, whatever, to it. But the main one is the wife. And if the wife is not happy, ain't nobody. So
you got to do what she wants.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
So I've added the honey, mustard.
Okay.
And now...
what's next?
Oh, I'm going to add...
What's in there?
The garlic, the pepper, the salt.
Whoa. So you have garlic powder, salt, pepper, mixed all together.
Mix all together.
So
now we're going to go into the fresh herbs. We got rosemary here.
Ooh. Could you use powder? What if you can't find fresh ones? What's your take on that?
Well...
I know you're going to say fresh is way better.
Fresh is way better.
True. When you're doing something like this too, right?
Right. You may want to be growing your own if...
Rosemary is common to have in just your outside of your house. It grows wild.
And since somebody in this room, I'm not going to say, they said it was very easy to do the mix.
Oh, to mix it together?
We're going to have that somebody.
I had said, it's going to be easy. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, then the last thing is olive oil.
Okay. And this is extra virgin olive oil, right?
Yes.
This is the best olive oil you can get.
And what you do is you decide to what consistency.
Oh, how wet you want it to be? Or as...
How thick you want that mud, because this is the mud you're going to eventually wipe onto.
Is it better to have it thick so it can stay on the meat? Or it's just a preference?
Preference.
Okay.
So I'll make it a little easy on you. You can use your spoon and you can use your fingers, but you'll eventually have to put the hand
to mix it.
on. So
you need more?
Let's see. Well, again, you're going to be the one to decide.
Okay. While I do this, you can do the meat.
There you go.
Let me put it back up here. It's not too hard. We'll see. Wait.
I see the spoon is bending.
Yes. Do you need to put the meat on here? Here, I'm gonna put this right here.
I'm gonna start on this brisket. It's been on ice just to keep it nice and cold.
Yes.
And I
Looks
know
really
I got
good
out
so
of
far.
view, but I had to do that without creating mess. I'm sorry. But I'm back.
You're back. So what part of the cow is the brisket from?
Well,
do you know?
I know that it's not the loin, because that would be running around the back, but it is on the
I believe it's
shoulder.
under the rib, right? Under the rib of the cow? Something like that.
Now there's something you're about to see. There's those that have the school of leave the fat on, and there's those of the school that take the fat off. So I'm one of those that remove as much as you can.
That is good.
You know, that's
Another reason, yeah. Let me talk about the brisket. So brisket obviously is not a lean meat. As you can see, there's a lot of fat on there. Animal fat is categorized as saturated fat, which is very different from our olive oil here, right? So that is solid. And this is room temperature, it is liquid. So this an unsaturated fat like this oil is better for your heart, better for your body, compared to a saturated fat. But all foods fit right in your diet, so it's great to enjoy brisket every now and then, even though it's not the leanest of meats.
All right, so let me get my foil.
Okay.
Coming off and back on camera. Now, on foil, don't get that.
Welcome back to Hero Stadium. About ready to start the second half. The Rangers will kick it off. Clayton Nemaya with the wind at his back. We've seen what happened there. This time straight down the middle and between the, no, not really between the uprights, but it was close.
Had the distance.
Closer. Of course it had the distance. So a couple of 12-minute quarters with a almost running clock.
I don't know if they're going to run the clock, but.
Well, hopefully everybody will keep the clock running. The Brahmas will come out.
Some different guys on defense. Get some guys some playing time. It's always good.
It's a quarterback keeper.
But we talk about it each week. Just because there's other guys in there, don't expect to see much of a drop-off. You know, these guys, they play hard, practice hard, listen in. They're in every film session and work just as hard as all those other guys. And so don't expect to just because we got some other guys in there that all of a sudden, you know, the level of play is going to go down significantly. That's not going to be the case.
Maroc on a quarterback keeper gets a yard, 2nd and 9, up to the 26. Gets his signal from the coaching staff, talks to the offensive line. Speed still the setback. Little option coming this way to Cornwell. He'll get a few yards before he's popped. Nice hit that time by Elliott. Camacho, I thought 20 was in there too.
Yeah, I think Elliott and Camacho are both in there.
So at the 24, it's 3rd and 6.
And you can tell that was something they talked about at halftime, the Ranger defense. That was the same play where the quarterback kind of faked it once, and that was their longest play of the game. This time had somebody for the quarterback and the pitch man.
Gonna blitz from the edge. Maroc throws it out, incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Elliott.
Yard pass is incomplete, intended for number 15.
Yeah, Arambula. Talon was the intended receiver. It wouldn't have got much anyway. It's 4th down. My guess is they'll punt.
And a pretty good breeze here, too.
Maroc is in to punt again. Yes, into the wind.
You expect pretty good field position for the Rangers here regardless.
Who's deep?
I think that's Ross.
Okay.
No, that's Duffy.
Duffy?
I think
okay.
that's Duffy.
Expecting about a 25-yard punt. And it goes a little bit less than that, but gets a good roll. And another 15 yards for MacArthur. The Rangers will start 1st and 10 from their own 38. So we'll see who the Rangers bring out on the offensive side.
My guess would be Walker being a quarterback. Maybe see Sowersby get another series or so, but maybe some other guys at wide out. Vivian's at running back, Dade at fullback.
Freund comes to the near sideline.
Got the freshman up top, Quentin, and also Daniel McBride in at tight end as well.
Walker hands off. That's Vivian's. Goes off right tackle and scoots out to the near or the far sideline. Gain of about 7 or 8. We'll call it 7 as he's got a 2nd down and 3 from the 45.
I'll tell you what, good blocking up front. And
yes.
Vivian's got a little burst. You know, he's not your typical, you know, come in late in the games type of back. He's got the ability to have some explosive plays as well.
Rylan Walker, 17 of 23, 190 yards and a touchdown on his resume. This time a nice play fake, throws it out to the edge. That's the freshman Sampson, and he gets tackled right away. A good looking play by Rudy Vega, one of the backup cornerbacks, put him down. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 45, but no gain. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, we'll call most dangerous man situation, and Freund, he had to pick, you know, who does he think is more dangerous between the corner and safety there. That time he went in and actually cracked the safety, and the corner made a good play, triggering downhill, and was able to make a play right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2 receivers out to the far side, making sure they don't cover up the tight end. Vivian's the setback for Ryland Walker, who's going to throw. Look to the right, avoids one tackler, now lets it go. He has a man open who comes back and makes the catch. That's Freund. Comes back and makes a great catch at the 38-yard line. It's 1st down yardage.
Yeah, heck of a play by Walker. First of all, get rid of that first tackler and avoid a sack there, and then showing the arm strength as he's kind of falling down. A great job by Freund coming back to the ball. And a big catch. I think there's a little miscommunication. The freshman out there again, obviously the varsity, much bigger playbook, and looked like he was running downfield, almost looking like he was blocking the safety, and didn't necessarily know that there was a pass combo going on there. But like you said, great play by Walker and Freund there, converting on a big 1st down.
Huddle comes over to the sideline. Play clock now down to 5. I think we're going to have to burn a timeout. Oh, they started the play clock again. So some conversations going on, and in the event we have a new play clock. Game clock continues to roll with 8.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Huddle breaks. Freund and Sampson both this way on the near sideline. A couple of tight ends either way. Sampson with motion. They fake it to Vivian's. Hit a tight end coming this way. And a good looking catch by Daniel McBride, shoved out of bounds just across the 30, so should be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, good touch. Brought the freshman Quentin that time in fly sweep motion, then faked stretch the other way, and kind of a naked bootleg coming back out the other side. McBride fakes block for a little while, comes out in the flat, and good job by Walker. Put a little touch on it, getting it over that defender that was between him and the receiver, and big chunk on 1st down.
Freund and Sampson each side of the line. Walker takes the snap, gives it to Vivian's. A hole on the right side. He's through it, and he's to the end zone. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Rangers. 4 minutes into the second half. The Rangers on the scoreboard. It's 55, soon to be 56-3.
Yeah, that was just,
boy, talk about some blocking.
Very well blocked play right there. Ran an outside zone, got the edge, and then also was able to capture the one defender that was out there. And Vivians was able to, obviously he's got the speed to go score, but that was a very well blocked play. As Coach Hill used to say, he's probably telling Vivians right when it comes down line, Vivians, that's how it'll be when you call stretch in heaven. That's when you're up in heaven, you call stretch, that's exactly how it's going to look. It's just going to part for you, and you're going to be able to walk into the end zone there. So very well blocked up front.
Good snap, good hold, good kick by Amaya. It's 56-3, 8:07 to go. We'll take our first time out of the second half here on the Rangers Network.
Fisher's Neighborhood Market is the only stop you need before and after game time. Get everything you need, plus a whole lot of things, well, you just want. Fisher's Neighborhood Market. Food, fuel, fun.
Family time, anytime. Always worth every dime. On our way to Chicken E. Unbelievable sweet tea. Express tenders, they're the best. Not to mention all the rest. Chicken E's the place to go for all of us in the know. Plenty of size to make a meal. Chicken E is for real. Follow me to Chicken E. Gotta have their sweet tea.
Maya will kick it off at 56-3, 8:07 to go, third quarter. This one's got some distance. Again, a little bit left of the goal post.
Amaya's kick goes out back. The end zone is touchback. MacArthur ball, first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right, so good job last time. The Ranger defense came out and forced a 3 and out. Made them punt against the wind and got some more guys in there. And again, we talk about it all the time. Not a whole lot of drop off. Those guys coming in and playing well, and they proved that last series by getting a 3 and out against the starting offense.
And because we know this one could be stay one-sided here in the second half, we're going to have some Ranger trivia for you in a little bit.
Oh man, all right.
See if I can get Bo to have a call-in line, and we can ask people to call in and chat. I don't know why I went there. We're under 8 minutes to go on a first down run that gets a couple of yards. It's 2nd and 8. Got to start getting the scorecard out now to see who's on the field. Tyler McGant, one of the linebackers, kind of scrambling now. Look like we're settled. Cannon Day at a linebacker. Cornwell in motion. They give it to Speed going the opposite direction. He's got a good run. It'll be 3rd and short as he gets to the 34.
I'll tell you what, Camacho came flying downhill from a safety position to put a hit on Speed there and hold him up short of the first down. Really flying downhill there.
Cade Dornberg in on the play as well, number 80, a big defensive end. So 3rd and 1 from the 34. Motion again, they give it to Speed. He's got a first down, but not much more. Somebody's helmet comes off and a late flag.
That's carry for number 6, Joshua Speed. There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the flag is one of their offensive linemen. And is that Speed that's limping off?
Looks like it.
So he is shaken up, comes off the field into, might be a trainer. Whoa. So they lost the helmet and they get called for hands to the face.
Yeah, I don't know the math on
in
that
any event, it's not 3rd and 1 anymore. It's not a first down run, but it'll be 3rd down. Oh, no, the chains don't move. Oh, it's dead ball. It's a first down and then they come back.
Got it, yeah, after the play. So they did.
Okay.
Mac did pick up the first down on that run.
So it's a first down run, but now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. So instead of the 34 or 35 for the first down, you're all the way back to the 21, 1st and 10. You get a new set of downs, though.
You're pretty much starting the drive over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, you are. In worse position than you started. Handoff. This is a backup running back. Zach Hayes is listed on the depth chart. That's who it was that made the carry. The sophomore has 5 carries for 4 yards so far this season.
Good play by McGinnis there, linebacker.
Yeah.
Tyler McGinnis. He came shooting off the edge there and was right there waiting for that outside zone play and made a heck of a tackle for a loss there. And again, talk about all the time, these guys come in, they know their role, they know their job. They're doing a heck of a job and forcing a 3 and out last time and making a good stance here.
Game clock goes under 6 minutes left in the third. Rock wants to throw, looking long down the sideline, and it's caught, and that will be a big-time gain. Finally chased down inside the 30, though. Play goes about 51 yards. That is the brother Joseph Speed who made the catch.
I'll tell you what, it was good coverage.
Yeah.
It was just a really well thrown ball and hit him right in stride. And but again, the coverage was good, right in his hip pocket. It was just a really, really good throw.
Speed comes out as they shuffle players in and out. 1st and 10 from the 28. Again, a 51-yard gain on the pass play. They give it to Hayes, but he's wrapped up right away. Defensive line collapsed on him quickly.
Good penetration on the inside there.
Davis Kuhn, one of the tackles in on there.
Kuhn and Bakta and those guys in there getting good penetration.
So some young players out there as well. Sosa, a sophomore. Kuhn, a junior. Brock faces 2nd and 9. Jet sweep. Nothing there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure.
That's number 9 on the carry, Joseph Speed. And on the tackle is number 43, Diego
Davila and Braxton Alexander is also out there.
3rd down at 28.
So 3rd and 10 from the 28. Looking on the sideline for the running back Speed. Don't see him right now. Here's a 3rd down play. There's a blitzer, and they've got him and wrap him up. 4 different Rangers around the quarterback there.
Yeah, I think initial pressure came from the blitzing linebacker, Braxton Alexander.
I agree with you.
Made the quarterback have to step up and scramble and let some other guys get in there.
Davis Kuhn was also in on the tackle after Alexander forced him up. So 4th and about 12 from the 31. They'll no doubt go for it. Game clock runs near 3:20 to go when the ball is snapped. Fake a handoff. Here's a blitz from the outside. Marak avoids the pressure, now runs to the sideline and throws it late and incomplete on 4th down. That was Kuhn and Alexander, or Kuhn and, Alexander both were making it difficult for him to see down the field.
Yeah, again, had an unblocked guy coming off the edge, made him flush early, and pretty good job by their quarterback keeping his eyes downfield and was able to get rid of it. And again, on 4th down, there's no sense in throwing it away or anything like that. So throw it up there, see if your guy can make a play, and it's just out of his reach.
So the Rangers will start 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Smithson Valley starts this drive 1st and 10 from their 31.
Timeout MacArthur, 3:09 to go. Third quarter action here on the Ranger Network.
You're spending more time at home now than ever, so why take chances with your comfort? That's why you need Air Clinic. Our comfort advisors ensure your home is the perfect temperature year-round. Let us put on a comfort clinic for you. Feel Air Clinic quality today.
Mom, can you get this one?
See, mi amor, I'm sure they will love it.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing? Got some toys to donate.
Right. Thanks for your donation.
Thank you very much.
No matter how you choose to give, your donation sends a message of hope to millions of less fortunate children across America, so they too can enjoy the magic of Christmas.
Their defense collapses. Trying to find the running back, come into 46. There it is, Kurt Hammock.
Hammock. His first career touchdown last week, I believe.
Against Lehman.
Yes, sir.
So Kurt Hammock, a senior running back, behind Walker now. Two receivers to the near side. Walker wants to throw, has some pressure, and gets sacked.
Yeah, it looked like he initially wanted to throw it out here to Quentin on a little hitch route. And both corner and safety came down real late. It looks like he didn't see it. And by the time he did, it was a good decision not to force the ball and throw it in there, so he just had to eat it. But
Emilio Fears with the sack for the Brahmas. He's their middle linebacker. Haven't called his name a whole lot tonight. Sampson in motion, gets it and gets brought down. They were there. Well, he never really got brought down, but he got slowed down enough that they blew the whistle. So that'll bring up a long fourth down play. And I think our punt team will come on.
Yeah.
For the first time tonight.
Like a fire drill over there. Oh, where's the punt team?
Clayton Amaya is the punter.
Yeah, with this breeze at his back, he's real good at keeping those low liners. With this breeze, I bet you he gets a good bounce. And even though he's punting from his own,
they are backing up the
yard line,
backing up the return guy.
He knows from his own 14.
We had too many guys on the field.
Yeah.
One runs off. That should cost us 5 more. So just give him a chance to get a little bit longer punt.
Yeah, and that's always the thing at the end, towards the end of games. You don't want to get penalties or look sloppy or anything like that. But at the same time, just moving guys in and out. Second team, third team, punt team, and all that stuff. And so
Clayton averages 43.3 yards a punt. This will be his first tonight. Good snap. There's that low bouncing kick. If it stays in bounds, it'll get a roll, and it does all the way across the 30. Now the 25 rolls dead at the 22. So 50, right about 50 yards on that one. And the MacArthur football team will start 1st and 10 with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter from their own 22. All these Raising Cane's announcements are making me hungry.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to give them a plug. So from their own 22, Maroc still on the field. Haven't seen the backup quarterback, Noah Corrales. Hand off to Hayes, I believe. Muscles forward for about a gain of a yard with a couple of Rangers on him. No, that's Speed.
He's back
Joshua Speed is back in. We found him on the sideline. Hadn't found him for a while, but he's back on the field. And I believe that'll be the final play of the third quarter. It will. It's 56-3, Rangers over MacArthur. As we end the third quarter, we're ready for the fourth quarter after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
$2 bits, $4 bits, $6 bits, $1. All for the Rangers. Stand up and holler!
No, what's wrong? I really hurt my leg. That's horrible. Wait, Elle's dad sells insurance. Maybe he can help.
I wish he could, but...
My dad has his life insurance with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
Yes, but...
My mom has her homeowner's policy with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance also. I know my uncle says he only trusts Jeremy Fuller State Farm with his auto insurance needs.
Guys, wait! We do so many great coverages, but just not cheerleader legs.
Hey,
Back to Heroes. Maroc keeps it, goes right side. Gets chased out of bounds, but not until he gets first down yardage on a second and long play.
Number 7, Michael Muroc. He's chased out of bounds by number 32, Rylan Vela. Muroc's carry is good for another Brahma first down. First and 10 from MacArthur at the 35.
So Maroc continues to run this ship. Motion again. Hand off to, no, he keeps it. Pulls it in and makes another nice run. Chased down by Braxton Alexander, but not until he gets all the way to the 49. And that's another first down.
Running that little zone read option type deal, and that's 2 plays in a row. He's kept it in the close, and so he kept it and was able to keep it himself and not have to pitch it. And so two pretty good runs here for the starting quarterback.
And it's not assignments right now as much as experience on noticing things, probably.
Yeah.
So first and 10 from the 49. He'll keep it again, pitches late. This is Joseph's speed, and he's hit and shoved out of bounds. Nice hit by Matt Cravens.
Cravens flying downhill, I'll tell you what. That time we did make him pitch it, and quarterback, we got a good hit on the quarterback and made him pitch it. And Cravens came flying downhill from his corner position and was able to stop from no gain.
So second and 10 from their 49. They've got 2 receivers. Where's the whistle?
Yeah, they're making one of our kids get off. I think he's bleeding.
So Alexander goes out. Sub comes in. So for second and 10. He wants to throw it. Gives it to Speed. Coming near sideline. Chased out of bounds, and another nice tackle. On the edge this time, Diego Davila.
Yeah, good play. Good open field tackle as he was getting blocked against, their starting running back, and had a little space. When they first threw it out there, you thought, okay, we've got some space. Could, make at least a first down there, but a good play by Davila to come up and get past the wide receiver and make a big tackle.
So third and about 7. They need to get to the 41. They're on the 48. Got a receiver that lined up off sides. Now he gets back. Little inside cut and a dropped pass. I think it's incomplete.
Yeah, they're going to call it, but I don't think he ever had control of it. So bring up a 4th down here.
So 4th, and I'm guessing they'll go for it. Yeah.
Might as well.
Oh, looks like punt coverage team running out on the field. So Maroc will punt it away. I think his 4th punt of the night, maybe 5th. Flying saucers around here. So Maroc sets up about his own 38. Duffy deep at the 15. Kick is his best one. Duffy fields it with a fair catch at the 13. That's where the Rangers will start first and 10. 10:44 to go in the game. It's 56-3. Rangers on top of MacArthur. See who comes out on the offensive side for the Rangers now. We have depth charts, but now we're on to rosters.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Everybody getting a chance to play tonight.
That doesn't. Is that 15?
We're at quarterback?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think that's
it is.
Ryland still.
Do we have a third quarterback? Not that you know of.
Not that I know of. Well, I mean, there's a third one that trains. Probably
motion from Sampson, hands it off to Vivians. Goes off right, left guard. Gets a couple of yards to the 16. A gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7. That was big Avian Evans who was in on the tackle, and he runs off the field. Colin Wise out wide to the left. Walker mishandles a pretty good snap. Now he's in trouble inside the 10, down at the 6. He gets sacked.
Yeah, looks like a low snap. He wasn't able to handle. Then from there, it's kind of just a fire drill. And good job of not forcing it. It's okay to take a sack every now and then. Don't make a bad play worse.
Right. 3rd and long, about, what was that, 17, 3rd and 17. So dial up that 3rd and 17 play you have in your pocket.
There ain't a whole lot of them.
We're going to hand it off right or hand it off left, I'm guessing.
That's one of those ones where my dad might pass it off to my cousin Glenn and say, you call it. You call this one. You know, I'll let you go ahead and give it a shot.
Vivians lines up in the end zone. Walker gets the snap. Little delay handoff. He has room up the middle. He's across the 20 up to the 25, and that's a first down yardage, wrestled down by the secondary out near the 28 or 29 yard line. That's a good play call.
Yeah, really well blocked and a really good play call by Glenn, my cousin Glenn. I've known him for a long time, my cousin. That was a really good play call. 3rd and 17, not a whole lot of good plays to call there, but a good draw, good timing by the back and the quarterback, and a good blocking up front and get out of the shadow of your own goalpost. And anytime you run the ball on 3rd and 17 to get a first down, it's a heck of a deal.
8:45 to go, 1st and 10 from the 29. Bit of trivia coming up after this play. Vivians goes left, gets outside the tackle box, and then gets wrestled down. First victory at Ranger Stadium in 1980 was...
Oh, gosh.
Any guesses? No? Okay, 33-0 over Antonian.
I was going to say that.
First victory at the new Ranger Stadium in 1988.
Somerset.
We beat Bernie 21-9.
There you go.
We got a lot more of those.
We got to get a little more recent.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
We got to get into the Coach Hill era. That's
another delay handoff. This is Vivians coming right, gets outside, gets past the corner, then finally gets wrestled down. Good tackle there by Vincent Franco, but not till Vivians is into Brahma territory at the 45.
Another good run, another well-blocked play. Picking up big chunks on that play.
It might be your time here. First victory over Schertz Clemens, 1999.
Well, you got to give me a chance to guess. You can't.
Okay.
You can't just read out the answer.
You got to guess the score. There's a flag. Vivians hops over a defender and gets tackled.
Okay, I'll guess the score. What would you say, 99? That'd be Donnie Kauser's year at running back. I'm going to say 30-23.
19-14.
That was the year 2000. We beat them 30-23 over at Blossom.
Oh, so no flag. Flag's picked up. It's really hard to find things that are recent. All the facts are from the old times, from the starts. A lot of firsts. 56-3. We'll go down to 7 minutes to play in the game when this one snapped. Rylan Walker at quarterback. Isaiah Vivians, the junior, is the tailback. Gets the handoff. And he is into the secondary for he's wrestled down near the 20. Another gain of about 25 yards. Rudy Vega in on the tackle deep into the Brahmas secondary. So at the 22, it's 1st and 10. 6:40 to go on a running second half clock.
Got some good blocking up front last couple plays. And had some big holes for Vivians there. Guys like Trevino and Bolt, Jackson Bolt, those guys up front.
Indeed. Walker again surveys the defense. Gets his fullback to move to his left side. Vivian goes straight up the middle, has a seam, runs into his own man, and then gets wrestled down near the 10, but that'll be another first down.
All right, you're going to have to ask me some more questions. I'm getting razzed by my buddies right now.
Are you?
For not knowing that. So 19-14, they said that was an easy one. They can't believe that I didn't get that. So I'm getting text messages
Let me
here.
What years were you there?
From 93 on, I feel pretty confident.
From 93 on,
yeah,
okay.
From the time my dad got
First
there.
victory in a Class 5A district game. Let me tell you the year.
Sure.
2002.
Okay, that was the year we came up.
First victory.
Was it in a district ball game or just?
In a 5A district game. October 10th, 2002. 1st and 10 from the 9, or the 10 we'll call it. Vivians again. This time he gets met in the hole. Dropped at the 5 or 6.
Those were the 2 years we were in there with SAISD, weren't we?
Uh-huh.
So it's got to be Brackenridge, Edison, Sam Houston. Who else is in the Jefferson?
Got
Highlands, Brackenridge, Highlands?
Yeah.
Highlands.
46-14. Good guess.
46-14. There you go.
Gave you time.
02-03 there. That was the year we were in there with the SAISDs.
2nd and goal, Vivians. This time off right tackle. Gets met, but drags the defender to the 3. So it'll be 3rd and goal there. That time he did almost all that on his own as he had a seam, had a defender, and he just kind of carried him a couple of yards.
Yeah, this has been the Vivians drive right here. Hopefully he gets to pay it off.
Hopefully so. First playoff victory. 1996.
First playoff victory. 96.
Vivians again gets hit as he gets to the hole this time.
That's another character, number 28,
I think
Isaiah
that's
Vivians.
Padilla, Victor Padilla. So at the 2, it's 4th and goal. You go for it, don't you? You're not going to kick it, are you?
Yeah, I would imagine probably not kicking it there, but.
So the play call comes in. Walker huddles up. Still a lot of time on the play clock. Game clock under 4 to go. 3:40 right now. Walker with 2 receivers to the near sideline. Gives it to Vivian straight up the middle. The blocking's there, and he falls into the end zone, and there's a touchdown for Isaiah Vivians. His 2nd of the night.
Good drive. I mean,
yes.
Stand on the ground most of the time, eat up a bunch of time. O-line did a really good job blocking, paying it off on that last play. Really good. Again, high execution. Even the guys that aren't in there as much are still operating at a high level.
First playoff victory, November 15th, 1996.
Bernie.
19-0 over Bernie. Bernie. Extra point. Somebody else is sent off the field. Is that an equipment thing?
Or blood.
Oh, blood. So we got to come up with another blocker. Jeremiah Jenkins is sent out. Umpire catches that one. This is Amaya in for the extra point. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good. 3:28 to go in the game. It's 63-3. We're back after this timeout on the Rangers Network.
$2 bits, $4 bits, $6 bits, $1. All for the Rangers. Stand up and holler.
No, what's wrong? I really hurt my leg. That's horrible.
Wait, Elle's dad sells insurance. Maybe he can help.
I wish he could, but...
My dad has his life insurance with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance.
Yes, but...
My mom has her homeowner's policy with Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance also. I know my uncle says he only trusts Jeremy Fuller State Farm with his auto insurance needs.
Guys, wait! We do so many great coverages, but just not cheerleader legs.
Hey, that's okay. It's all better now. Let's start from the top, but with a little change.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for Jeremy Fuller State Farm Insurance. Stand up and holler.
And we're back at Heroes Stadium, 63-3, the Rangers over MacArthur. Clayton Amaya will kick it off for what seems to be the umpteenth time. This one into the wind is low and bounces up nice. That's Cornwell, returns it out to the 16, and he's dropped. Okay, last trivia question.
Okay.
Name a former Ranger player who's also coached the Rangers. There's a couple of them.
There's been multiple. Myself, my brother, Ben Woodchick, Jeff Shin. You include the middle school ranks, which you should. You got quite a few.
No, at the high school, only at the high school.
Brian Worstifer's on the staff right now.
Okay.
Jacob Olbrich is at the middle school. Shane Messer's been around. I think that might probably going to get razzed if I leave anybody off the list, but yeah, me, my brother, Jeff.
False start by the Brahmas.
Brian Worsty.
So 1st and 15 from
Woodchick.
The 12 now. You said his name already. You can't get him again.
Yeah, I'm just going back through the list in my head.
Okay.
There's at least five or six of us. And what's crazy is, there's even though a lot of us, have gone back and played and coached, there's still a number of guys on the staff that are coaching right now that coached us back in the day, and we got to, as players, viewed them as coaches, obviously, and then when we got up on the staff, now they're co-workers, and they're still there. The coach Teutons, the coach Worstifers, the coach Olbrichs, all those guys have been around for a long, long time as well, and they're pillars of the program just as much as anybody.
Clock runs, under 3 minutes to go. They're in no hurry to get the play in. Play clock still at 20 as we go under 2:40 left in the game. 63-3. Rangers have this one assured. They'll move to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in district play. MacArthur will go to 1-5 and 0-4. Motion, new quarterback. This is Carrizales.
That's a keeper for number 16, Noah Carrizales.
He'll keep it and gain a couple of yards, so 3rd and 9 now for MacArthur. Well, whatever.
3rd down and 18.
Yeah. Gave him a couple of more yards on the spot and then moved it back. So again, they're in no hurry to get the play in as there's under 2 minutes to go now as the play clock nears 25. Their coach is purposely not sending the play in very quickly to keep that clock rolling. It is 3rd and 9. I know the last thing they want to do is punt again.
Yeah, I would imagine that
Noah Carrizales.
Both sides are okay with this time running out.
Noah Carrizales is a 6', 170-pound sophomore. 3 of 10 passing on the season. And now timeout by MacArthur. We'll keep it here, 1:22 to go.
Fun fact, going back to your your trivia when you asked about the first playoff win, 1996. That was the year or the next week, I think, after that. In the second round, we ended up losing, but lost to a Waco University team that had a running back playing for them that you might have heard of, and LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Was playing for Waco U.
Really?
That day, and I can confirm that he was good in high school as well.
TCU, he was pretty good, and then in the NFL, he was pretty good.
Yes, yeah, he was pretty good in high school, and but we fought him close. It was really close ball game. I think it was like 42-31, 42-28, something like that. They scored late to kind of pull away, but it was a really tight ball game.
Update from Canyon Lake. They lead Davenport 31-28 at the end of the third quarter. Carazali swings the pass out to this edge. There's a flag, which unfortunately will stop the clock. That is Zach Hayes, the running back, who makes the catch. Looks like an illegal block will be the call.
And another big game in our district here tonight. Seguin's got a touchdown lead, 34-27 over Hayes, with about 6 minutes left to go in the game.
34-27, is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the penalties declined, but the game clock stopped at 1:12. They'll send their punt unit out. And I can promise you that Jackson Duffy, if he catches this one, it will be a fair catch. The game clock has restarted.
No doubt.
Under a minute to go. Maroc, a low line drive that'll get some roll. We'll stay away from it, as it'll get a good roll all the way to the 35 or 34, 35-yard line. So give him 35 yards on that kick. So the Rangers will have to take a knee at least once.
Yeah, but 41 seconds, so I think by the time they snap it and the knee actually gets on the ground, I think that should take it under 40 seconds.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
So again, the Rangers keep their lofty status in District 12 5A and will be ready for action next week as they host Bernie Champion at Ranger Stadium. So the Ranger offense is out on the field. The Brahma defense comes out. Rylan Walker takes the snap, hands it off. Boy, that was a pretty energetic run there.
Is that Hammock?
Yes, it is. Kurt Hammock gets 9 yards on first down, and that'll be the only play we have to run, as I'm guessing we don't want to run another play.
I would imagine not.
Game clock going down to 15. Rangers kind of huddle up, but I really seriously doubt if they snap this one. Yeah, pat on the helmet for everyone, as the Rangers will win this one. 63-3, total domination by the Rangers tonight over the Brahmas. A bunch of different guys scored touchdowns around for the Rangers, who again improved to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in district play, and again they host Bernie Champion next week.
Yeah, it'll be a good game, even though, you said as we were reading off those district rankings, Champion not, 0-3 right now. They've played probably the three other best teams in the district, and so by no means will the records be any indication of if it won't be an easy hard ball game or anything like that. It'll be a dogfight next week, and we got some tough ones to close out the year. Smithson Valley, we got Champion, and then Hayes, and then Seguin, probably three of the top 5 toughest teams in the district, and so it'll be a fun last 3 regular season games of the year.
No doubt about it. Again, the Rangers win it 63-3. So for Brian Hill and everyone with Wick Productions, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. Rangers win again 63-3.